What is the scariest thing your spouse ever said to you?
I can't believe I'm still alive. I took all my pills.
Yes, he died soon after.
I'm so sorry for your loss. That's truly terrifying.
Look at all those snakes on the ceiling!
It was the middle of the night. He was actually fast asleep. There were no snakes.
Said we needed to talk about the relationship, but he wanted to wait until bedtime. Hours later, we're in bed, and he dumps me for his ex, then falls asleep while I bawl my eyes out.
She was filling our water bottles before coming to bed, and I was just on my phone in bed. I heard her come up the stairs almost like she tripped on the last step because she usually misses that last one. Just as I'm getting up to go see if she's all right, she comes flying through the bedroom door, closing it behind her. I never saw her scared like this, and I was confused until she said,
Something just followed me up the stairs.
I nearly shit myself. That type of fear where tears spring to your eyes and your stomach knots. I'm not sure what I would have done if it was just the two of us alone in the house. There were others, but they were in their room and asleep. At first I thought it was the dog, but she confirmed it was very much not. There was nothing there. She claims it was a large black mass behind her that she could hear. We both had a bit of trouble going to sleep that night.
I thought about hanging myself in the garage last night.
My husband, when he finally told me how bad he was struggling with his mental health. I had no idea he was in such a dark place. Hearing that come out of his mouth both scared the shit out of me and ripped my heart out.
If this is what being with you for the rest of my life is going to be like, I want out right now.
6 months into my second marriage, I finally heard it. That I was damaged and that I needed help. Immediately found a therapist. Went steadily for 10 years. Hard as fuck. Lots of uncomfortable times. But it changed me. We are together now pretty fucking happily. 23 years with now 2 amazing kids. Shit does not have to last forever.
We need to talk when you get home. Folks, I spent the next 6 hours going over every possible thing I could have done wrong to warrant that response. We were in the middle of buying a house and planning our wedding, and I thought everything could possibly be crumbling. Turns out my darling wife, love of my life and my best friend, missed the fucking memo of what "we need to talk" means in a relationship and wanted to talk to me about carpeting for the house. That conversation happened over a dozen years ago at this point, and I still remind her from time to time about how she almost gave me a heart attack. To this day, she thinks it's hilarious.
We need to talk when you get home. About the carpeting. We need to talk about the carpeting. When you get home. Why is that so fucking difficult? Be specific, woman. Damn.
If you scream and she wakes up, I'll throw her off the balcony.
While he was beating me, our 3.5-year-old daughter was sleeping, lived on the 5th floor. That was the first time he put his hands on me, and I left the next day with our daughter. It's been 9 years.
My husband was in a very dark place a while ago. One night he was wasted and told me it was time for me to take his guns away from him. I'd never felt my stomach drop like it did when I heard him say that.
I'm tired and want to go home.
He died 6 hours later after fighting cancer for 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Does that mean that you barely learned about the cancer 6 weeks before that? So things quickly changed from normal to this? That sounds absolutely shattering and horrible. I'm so sorry.
As soon as my wife says, "Honey," I know I'm either 1. Going somewhere I don't want to. 2. Having to do something I don't want to. 3. Both 1 and 2.
I discovered he was addicted to cocaine. It was completely out of the blue. I would have never found out if I hadn't stained my shirt and had to go home to change and walked in on him snorting a fat rail at 1:39 p.m. on a random Tuesday. I gave him an ultimatum: my support during rehab unconditionally, or we completely part ways if you want to continue snorting coke all day. He said,
"The coke. I don't want to talk to you."
Chose coke, and we divorced, and I have no idea whether he is alive or dead. Frankly, the man I married never actually existed. I have such a bad picker, I've decided to just give up.
I enjoy hurting women, and I'm not going to stop until someone kills me.
Honestly, it was bone-chilling. I didn't know if they were serious or if it was just their mental disorder talking, but I remember thinking to myself, oh fuck, I'm in danger.
My wife suffers from bipolar disorder. Before her first long hospitalization when it was diagnosed, and while she was going through her first severe manic episode with psychosis, she later told me that the voices in her head told her that I was Satan, and she needed to kill me. And she told them no, that she knew better. So there's that.
Your wife beat the voices through sheer will. Wild! She loves you!
I can't get E to wake up.
He was our 9-month-old daughter who was near death due to severe flu-related dehydration. I was at work and broke every existing traffic law to make it home. We rushed her to the hospital where they had to place her IV in her carotid artery due to her veins collapsing. Thanks to the amazing hospital staff, she survived with no complications. The episode scared me so bad that I was never again able to carpool without me driving. I would not give up control of me being able to leave work if anything similar ever happened. This happened 31 years ago, but it's abso-fucking-lutely terrifying to this day. Whoa, these were some creepy stories, huh? If you enjoyed this video, I imperatively recommend you to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Let's deep dive into the most fascinating threads of Reddit all together. Peace.